I remember at my mom's wake, people trying to subtly ask how she died. And I just felt like I couldn't tell them the truth at the time, which is that she ended it. I don't know why I couldn't just tell them the truth then, because if she had died from cancer or heart disease or any other illness, I would have. I think there's a stigma that's attached to mental illness, and it's unfortunate because it's an illness like any other. And by keeping it this sort of secret, I think I'm just perpetuating that stigma, so I'm talking about it.
Did I miss something you said?
So she suffered from schizophrenia and depression. Towards the later years, it was so severe that, honestly, I can't even blame her for what she did. I think I would have done it sooner. Because the pain wasn't in her back or her joints. It was literally in her every waking thought. These voices that she just couldn't escape. So I'm sort of left with two opposing thoughts here, and one kind of contradicts the other, but the first one is, I wish she didn't do what she did. Obvious. The second one is, I wish she was able to do what she did with a little bit more dignity and comfort. This happened in 2021, and I handled it oddly, like I was numb to it, like almost to a sociopathic level. And I didn't want to be, because I know what most of you know, which is that cliche of like, if you don't feel it now, it's going to haunt you later tenfold. But I just couldn't. As a songwriter, the only way I know how to cope with things is to write about it. So after a little bit of time, I tried that, and I couldn't even do that. Like, nothing would come out. I think I was just putting all this pressure on myself. Like, if it wasn't some masterpiece, it would just cheapen the memory of her. Like, how dare I write about her in some crappy rock song? So I couldn't write, and so I couldn't cope. And then eventually I think I just came to the conclusion that this didn't have to be some incredible ode to her memory. Forget the poetry, forget the clever metaphors. There was so much that I just wanted to say to her. So, just write her a letter. It might not be some great piece of music, and it doesn't have to be. No one even needs to hear it in the end. What I needed was the process more than the outcome. Because even more than the grief of losing her, what I felt the most was that I wish I could have just said goodbye. So, let this be a goodbye.